Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News. Now, you might think we already made this video. We already made a video about Erich Schwartz's ex going on her Instagram stories and blasting Erich, but this is an update. Now she's gone to the press. Now, she went to the press a few hours ago. I'm just getting wind of it. Sarah Heeran at Us Weekly has a story. Erich Schwartz's ex, Amanda, calls baloney after Bachelorette finale, says Gabby will learn. This is kind of cryptic. We're going to get into this. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. What is this, our fifth video of the day? This is it for me. I got to head over there and get my wedding suit fitted at Indochino. And I'm also on Patreon at patreon.com/Dave Neal. We just went live. If you guys want to check out that, you can be a part of the comment section on Patreon and see all the behind-the-scenes info. It was a lot of fun. We had Katie Thurston join us. Former Bachelorette Katie Thurston joined us in the Patreon live. You can go to patreon.com/Dave Neal to check that out. Okay, well, this might sound like a lot and be super redundant, but she's allowed to tell her story as she sees fit. It's up to us whether or not we want to consume it. So she posted this last night, same tricks, different girl. We already covered this story. She posted this, and she posted a photo of Erich. No one really knows exactly what she was trying to say, but I think this article will paint a better picture where essentially Amanda says, look, he's sweet-talking you. He's full of crap. He did the same thing to me. And I think it's okay for people to share their story. Some people are saying, all right, get over it. It's, whatever. And maybe she's sharing it in the guise of trying to protect Gabby. My thought is, however poorly it ended between Erich and Amanda, that doesn't mean that it won't work out with Erich and Gabby. He might have learned his lesson, or maybe he let her on because he had no other options. I don't know. But one of the commenters says this: y'all need to let this woman speak. Erich sat his musty ass on that couch last night and said he was using the show as a way to break up with her because he didn't know how to go about it, and anyone with half of a working brain cell will easily conclude that was BS. He went out of his way to make her look like a mug to protect his sham of a relationship, and she has the right to respond. It's not like it's going to change anything anyway, so if this is what she needs to do, let her. By the way, I don't know what mug means. But anyway, that's that. Is that a British term? Someone in the comment section let me know. All right, we're just going to read this article because we don't have the full audio clip. So the aftermath from the Bachelorette finale concludes after Gabby's fiancé Erich confronted his former flame Amanda's claims about their pre-show relationship on the Bachelorette after the final rose. She is speaking out exclusively to Us Weekly. And as we know, it's important that for the show to speak about this issue because it makes it look like people don't go on the show for the right reasons. So they did a really good job of framing it so that Erich's saying, oh, I was just trying to let my ex down. But, I've said this all along. It makes sense to not think the show works because 29 out of the 30 guys, or even more in this case, it doesn't work out for. So this is what Amanda said. He sent me 24 roses 2 weeks after I ended things because I didn't want to stay with him while he went on the show, with a note saying, I'll never stop thinking about you. Amanda claims to Us on Tuesday, September 20th. His comments on the finale are such baloney, but wish them the best. She will learn. Earlier this month, Bachelor Nation.scoop shared Amanda and Erich's alleged text messages via Instagram, which we have those right here. Of course, they say alleged, but come on, we know that these are the receipts that made it pretty damning for Erich. Earlier this month, okay, we got that. In their exchanges from March, the real estate analyst said that the show isn't real. He was pursuing the opportunity because he is stuck in my career path and he wanted to be open to dating again when he returned from filming. Jesse Palmer projected the screenshots after the final rose. I met this girl about a month before it started and I had no idea I was going to come here. So about a month. So yeah. People say, oh, I've got salmon in the fridge that's that old that I'm still planning on eating. When you got fish that, whatever. Ultimately, I realized that there was not a connection long-term, and it was about the same time the show reached out. I handled it poorly 100%. I led her on, and I want to own that. So he's honest. He says he led her on. He clearly did. And there is truth to that by saying, look, I didn't like her enough to want to stay with her. In any scenario that you choose a dating reality show over whoever you're with, it means you're just not that into them, right? It doesn't make it right. He continued, I kind of took the easy way out in a sense. I didn't want to have the hard conversation. It's a mistake that I made on my part. Again, when I think of this, I think, wow, that's a pretty bulletproof response. He takes full ownership. He says, I didn't want to have the hard conversation and I was a chicken. He's basically calling himself a chicken. Erich reiterated that he was taking the cowardly way out by leading Amanda on, but his relationship with Gabby is 100% real. I was using the show as an excuse to not confront her about our relationship at this point where I didn't see a future, but we were having fun. Again, I kind of get that. I don't get the action. I mean, it would have been better for him to just break it off and say, hey, look, this isn't the best thing for me. I'm so sorry. But, because there's a daughter involved, Amanda's got a daughter. Maybe Erich, unemployed, like I've said before, maybe he didn't see himself being a stepdad. And in the end, I know it's not his intention because we're all looking out for number one. We're all looking out for ourselves. It's the best thing he could have done for Amanda. It's not be a bitter guy who doesn't want to be a stepdad staying in a relationship. He was thinking about me. All right, so here's what Amanda had to say. He was thinking about me, and we've had these conversations time and time. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is what Gabby had to say. He was thinking about me, and we've had these conversations time and time again. Our communication has just gotten better, and he's gracious, and he's honest. So I do believe what he said. His honesty and willingness to take accountability is all I can ask for in a partner. Despite the hiccup, Gabby and Erich are still going strong. Hard Launch, the Dancing with the Stars contestant, gushed alongside a series of photos on Tuesday via Instagram. Erich shared sweet snaps, too, writing, how about that ride in? Love you, stupid. All right, so here's Amanda. Here she is, young mother, beautiful. And I think it's good of her that she's not going down without a fight. She doesn't want to be mischaracterized in some way, although he did admit to leading her on. So she probably will never come off as good as that moment, Why did Erich's ex leak their text messages? Just a lack of honesty when it came from him. I feel like going on The Bachelorette was something that he maybe had in his mind longer than, obviously, I found out right before. He let me introduce him to him He let me introduce him the week leading up to that, and then in my head, that's kind of messed up to do, knowing that The Bachelorette is a potential option, and I don't believe that he just got the news March 10th because they're filming 2 weeks later. I was just blindsided and hurt. She added that she initially shared the messages in July, but they didn't get attention until Erich was the finalist, and that is true. She shared the messages with Bachelor Dishes the Dirt Instagram account, and no one believed them. But now that Erich was the finalist, it made its headway. Amanda says she wasn't officially dating Erich. The twosome didn't have labels, but she told us that their relationship was very intense. We were obsessed with each other, she said, alleging that every single day that month he was texting me, I need to be with you, I need to see you. We really enjoyed each other. It came out of nowhere completely and really crushed me. And him and I were going back and forth on how upset we were. Has Erich spoken to his ex? Amanda told us that she hasn't heard from Erich or Gabby since the messages were released. She last heard from Erich in July when he apologized again. If I were her, I would be questioning it. If I were her, I would definitely be a little taken back that he went on the show with bad intentions and had been leading someone on until the day he left, Amanda said. But I don't know her. I don't know their relationship. All I know is that what he did to me is very messed up and they can take what they want. Erich's ex reacts to Gabby's relationship. If him and Gabby are for real and he moved on and found someone, then I'm happy for him. I just hope that this isn't just part of his plan to gain something from this because, he really had me fooled, she concluded. And I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe she has now made her Instagram private. Anyway, there's Amanda wishing her well. She told her side of the story. It's like when you watch the presidential State of the Union address, then you'll have the Republican response. It's like in the trials, you'll have your cross-examination. Well, he got to share his side on TV, and she says, well, I don't believe it. Best of luck to him. We'll see how it goes. My guess is we won't hear any more of the story, and this is it. Story is buried. Good luck to Gabby. Good luck to Erich, and good luck to Amanda on whatever comes next for her. I say get Amanda on the next season of The Bachelor. If I was a producer, I'd be calling her up right now. Get on the show. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals, patreon.com/DaveNeal for behind-the-scenes content, and click the link in the comment section to donate to our Teacher of the Day. Bye, everybody!